my gosh, they can hear my voice. Oh no, they can hear your voices. I know.
I didn't sign up for
Been
this.
practicing that.
What kind of witchcraft is this? Oh my gosh, and Team 6. Team, steal all the best ideas.
From the other
Of
teams.
merry reprobates. Hello everybody, we are here. It is Mercy Road 2021, aka Mercy Road, the Mystery Mile. We have got another team of bold adventurers here to, just cause a little chaos. Maybe ruffle a few feathers, shake a few cages, and also raise some money for Child's Play charity, which is what we have been doing all night. We have already raised, holy smokes, we are at $3,950, which
Wow.
I think is wild.
That's a lot of money.
Thank you, community. Y'all have been awesome. We've got a whole bunch of more donos. I've just gone right into using weird, loose terminology. But Dr. Mondo has donated $100. Dr. Mondo, if you are in chat, let us know what you want that spent on, or else I'm just going to spend it on Chaos Rolls.
No!
We've got $100 from Indoor. A round of legendary gear on the house. Thank you, Indoor. Everyone, if you are not already, go to Indoor Adventures channel. It is delightful. It is so much fun. And Unlikely Maths, $50 for Chaos. So that is 3 Chaos Rolls for me. So I'm gonna write that down. So 3 Chaos Rolls for Sauce. What's the worst that could happen? Aw, Indoor.
Yeah.
Ooh. Why don't we just start introducing ourselves? And we'll start off with a Tizok/Duke.
Yeah, I'm Duke. I'm playing Tizok tonight. He's a half orc, gangly, tall, big eagle-looking helmet.
Sorry to interrupt, but Bardic Inspiration, $20. Common magic item to everyone except Miles. Is this how Bardic Inspiration works? I should have looked it up beforehand. Okay. Sorry, Tizok. You were talking about your helmet.
Yeah, it's an eagle helmet. He's really not complicated. Half orc with a heart of gold, an iron stomach, and nothing between his ears.
All right. Lady Agatha/Zinget.
Morning! Hello, I'm Zinget. I will be playing Lady Agatha Huxley Whixtable, who is the product of a school system that values teamwork and outdoor vigorous sports over emotional development. She's kind of tall, kind of stocky, short blonde hair, wears kind of we call it a barber over here, like a wax jacket, Wellington boots. She runs the Happy Endings Retirement Village and Spa. I knew that would get sauce at this time in the morning. For retired adventurers.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was thinking about something. I read a funny Garfield comic this morning. That's what
Okay.
Garfield was talking about how much he liked lasagna. And that's what I was thinking about. Alfonso/Everett, take it away.
Hi everyone, it's nice to meet you all. I'm Everett. I'll be playing as Alfonso. He's a bard he was forced to be a bard by his parents. So he's gonna try his best to, be a bard and help out people, but along the way he's gonna try and figure out too what he wants to do. So
nice.
Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. It is nice to meet you. Miles/Frosty.
Yeah.
The infamous F, as he is known in some corners of the internet.
Which corners? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Mostly the corners where I've stolen your identity.
Yeah. I'm Frosty. I'm playing Miles Tone. He's a Goliath. He's not taken the traditional route into the music industry. He was a roadie, and all of the rest of his band disappeared under mysterious circumstances. So he's collected up all of their instruments, and much like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, is using all of them at once, hopefully with a more realistic accent.
And last but not least, Zion Wazdi, aka Chicory.
Yes, I'm some kind of a insect thing, and also my character is an actual insect. But they're basically just a praying mantis with big blue eyes, pink chitin things, and they click a lot, and they're just trying to figure out what they are physically, and that sometimes involves crumpling people with psionic waves of energy. But they're nice.
You know, I think a lot of journeys of self-discovery involve that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't, before we start passing around the magic items, why don't we just do a little introduction and maybe play a little D&D? What do you think?
That's what I came here for. D&D. I think that's a good idea.
That's what I'm here for. We are in Marcia Bay. We have been here for the last 15 hours, 5 minutes, and 55 seconds. It is usually a rather unassuming city along the Sword Coast in Faerun, nestled between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep. It has had a rather unfortunate string of luck in the last few days. Not long after the Violence Festival, Marcia Bay is also known as the City of Festivals. Not long after the Violence Festival, one where barbarians from every corner of Faerun and Toril come and gather and celebrate the act of destruction, a rather peculiar event happened on the one-made trade route into Marcia Bay. It is the event that has come to be known as the Mystery Mile, a section where disappearances have raised, monster sightings have raised, and oddly enough, birth rates have also raised. It is I can't explain it. Adding to the calamity, a ship known as the Constant Taken has wedged itself, up until very recently, at the mouth of the canal leading into Marcia Bay, sort of blocking off all trade in and out of the bay. Adding to the calamity was a rather unfortunate roll on the Table of Chaos that resulted with all of the water in the city being turned into a hard liquor. The good news is, as of a couple of hours ago, the Constant Taken was extricated from the canal, and trade can once more resume. The bad news is, no one knows where the Constant Taken has been taken. It is just
Constantly
up and vanished. And nobody is entirely certain why. Tell me, as a team, have y'all... do you know each other beforehand, or are you just coming in as separate contractors? And we will start with Tizok. How did you find yourself here?
Well, he is a barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that maybe he was here to make a little money cooking for the barbarians celebrating in the festival.
Oh, nice. Is he an accomplished cook? Are they an accomplished cook?
Yeah. He
Sorry.
pretty much just, that's how he makes money. He tends to give away any money that he makes eventually.
The good news about the barbarians here is they're not that discerning with their meals.
Precisely.
You have noticed that a lot of them are the more rare the better. But you were here after the Violence Festival. It has been about a week. You've been here on the ground firsthand, hearing about all the strange occurrences that are just happening almost one after the other. And you're now here for the Reconstruction Festival, where masons and stoneworkers and renovators have been basically trying to fix the damage that had been done after the Violence Festival. Lady Agatha, how did you find yourself here in Marcia Bay?
So again, Lady Agatha is taking advantage of the Violence Festival, obviously running the Happy Endings Retirement Village and Rocket Car Test Track. You need to keep an eye out for new clients, and the Violence Festival often prompts people to think about, setting down their sword for a little while, buying a pair of cozy slippers, moving out to the country. So she's here drumming up trade, essentially.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're
pocket full of leaflets and,
After the Violence Festival, there are a lot of barbarians who are just like, oh man, I'm getting too old for this. I need to retire.
Yeah, they're like my knees, my back.
My back.
This sword is so heavy.
Alfonso, I will ask how you got here in 1 second. It is raining outside and all my windows are open, so I'm going to go close those very quickly. Frosty, you're in charge until I get back.
Brilliant. How do we assign out the magic items? I imagine I've pressed that button a lot.
Yeah.
I think it all goes to you.
Oh no, everyone will get one at least.
I will.
Here we go.
That's a Source problem. That's not enough. We need to stop Source from drowning. That's.
I hope he makes it back okay.
Yeah. If he doesn't, like Duke, you can DM.
Oh God, I don't think anybody wants that. Live on stream, no way. It's gonna get weird.
No, he's
Weirder.
back.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, don't worry. Frosty's reign of terror is over. What did I miss?
Oh.
Not a lot.
A lot? Okay, whatever Frosty said did happen 100%.
Oh, we all got magic items. Tons of them.
Oh, yeah. No, the good news is that's going to happen in a hot minute.
Hooray.
But, Alfonso, how did you wind up in this city?
Oh, great. So, I think it's like his final exam for his Bard College.
Mm-hmm.
And as a way to graduate, he needs to do something Bard-worthy. And since it's a festival, and there are a lot of Bard stuff you can do, he figured, he'll visit it and maybe find a job and get someone to sign his letter.
His letter of recommendation.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how he ends up,
Yeah, sounds good. Frosty. Oh, sorry, Miles. Sorry, I'm just thinking, because this is Sauce at 3 a.m., and his brain is going every which way. There is a terrible movie where there's a main character called Miles Long. It's not a porno. He's a bounty hunter.
A lot like one.
But no, you're Miles Tone. Miles Tone, how did you get here?
It would make sense that I came here, I guess, following a lead on where the band have gone missing and ended up busking. Much like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, I'll wait for the adventure to come to me.
Yep, no worries. Wait, do we have two bards in this team? Oh yeah, we do now. Yeah. This team's so musical. I'm just gonna keep on calling you Chicory. Because that reminds me of chicory, and I like that in my coffee. How did you wind up here in Marsha Bay?
First, I got to tell you how I wound up here. I don't know how I wound up here. I disappeared from some other plane, so now I'm trying to re-disappear.
You know what?
Back to where I came from.
I will say that is probably an effect of the Mystery Mile.
Yeah, I heard about it, so I'm coming here hopefully to plunge myself into some kind of mystic portal, be spaghettified, and hopefully remain alive.
Yeah, you kind of want to avoid the spaghettification.
I'm indifferent. I'm a sensate from Sigil, so
yeah. Oh, you're trying to get back. Okay, yeah, no.
Not to Sigil, to wherever I'm from. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you go to Sigil. You can go anywhere from Sigil.
It's Spaghetti Junction.
Spaghetti Junction. That is actually what it is called. Chris Perkins, if you are listening, this is now canon. He has appeared as an NPC twice already. Once on an infernal cooking show and once in a monster basketball team. All right, so through one way or the other, you have all found yourselves here. And kind of desperate for work and trying to at least make do. You have answered a summons from the Council of Mysterious Benefactors. Whenever there is a shadowy organization or a shadowy person trying to get a job done, they usually work through the Council of Mysterious Benefactors, or COMB. And you've been invited to the coalition's holdfast of nobility and also entertainment yard, also known as Honey. So as you arrive at Honeycomb, a single gentleman dressed entirely in black, black hair swept back, very sharp angular features, black gloves. He's clearly got a taste in clothes, and it is almost exclusively monochromatic, is already there waiting for you. And before he can even say anything, these gold chests just start, one after the other, popping in front of y'all. And I will say, with Dr. Mondo's donation, I'm gonna roll a d6, and the unfortunate person it lands on. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give Dr. Mondo a free legendary chest because I'm feeling benevolent, and I don't want anyone to feel left out. And also, I rolled a 6, which would have been me, and I want a legendary. So, let's go to my generator and generate y'all some legendary items. That is the Table of Chaos.
Don't want that.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I want that. Okay. For Lady Agatha, a set of +3 plate mail.
Oh, yes.
That seems pretty good.
Does it look like one of those, like, down jacket, like a gilet?
Yeah.
You know what? I will say all the plates are kind of like sewn between the material.
Yes, yes. So it's like a gilet with a little collar she can pop. Yeah, it is looking good. It is looking
that
good.
is good.
Yes, these are legendary items, so I'm just going to say they will disrupt the game, and I'm here for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. For our monk cleric, Chicory.
Yes.
I believe this Rod of Lordly Might is right up your alley.
Rod of Lordly Might?
We're not doing phrasing.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not. It is 3 a.m. I am beyond that. I have ascended.
Okay.
There's lots of buttons on this thing. I'm going to have to figure out a way to hold it. Probably just with a little bit of mind trickery, just about a foot in front of me.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be hard in your kind of talons. Your
Yeah, the way
Yeah.
I flavor it, she just sort of carries everything like with her brain powers, just like a foot in front of her.
yeah.
She doesn't
That's pretty
move a
cool.
lot.
Uh,
She just stares.
I
Yeah,
have
she has a rod.
So, for our barbarian, you get a oh golly, I love D&D.
Uh-oh.
A belt of storm giant strength.
Ooh.
That seems pretty fancy.
Well, these are legendary gifts. For our bard, let's say
Which one?
we'll go with Alfonso first. Oh my gosh, this would be hilarious. You get a Spear of Annihilation.
That seems real good too.
Yeah, no, what's the worst that can happen? Oh no, Ninja Nurses donated $15 for chaos. Oh, bless you, Ninja Nurse.
It
And
would be her.
and for Miles, are bards proficient in what is this? A longsword? Let me just double check.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a deep cut. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the 5e rules for this. Because it gave me a sword of answering,
Okay.
Martial weapon, melee, longsword, legendary. Okay, here we go. Concluder. I don't know. Is that on D&D Beyond? If not, I can just
I
re-roll.
don't think it is.
Okay, get out of here then. Instead, you get a Vorpal longsword.
Ooh. So that is on D&D Beyond.
Yes.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Goes
thanks
swoosh.
to Indoor Adventure, another round of legendary gear. I should probably mention, like, every game so far, it's been like the first 30 minutes, it's just like, here's a legendary item, here's a legendary, this cast wish, this cast wish. So,
Well, you know how loot boxes always have that animation you can't skip, right?
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That's what this is.
For our barbarian, you get a luck blade.
Nice.
Blade.
Yes, you will like it, I promise.
Okay, as long as luck is good.
Oh yeah. For Lady Agatha, I will say if you want to trade with the barbarian on this one, it is a Holy Avenger greatsword.
Ooh. Does it look like a hockey stick?
I will say, as you kind of grab it and attune to it, it turns
Yeah.
exactly into the shape of a hockey stick.
Nice heft.
For Alfonso, a scarab of protection. For Miles, you know what? Because these are just fun. A belt of storm giant strength. So you can be super swole.
Yeah.
And for
So was it Storm or Stone?
Storm.
Storm, cool.
And for Chicory, I am not sure how you're going to wear it, but a ring of Djinni summoning.
I'll put it on one of my antenna.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
yeah, there we go. That's clever. Then common magic items for everyone, courtesy of Bardic Inspiration, except for Miles. Sorry, Miles. Okay.
No, it's fine. That was me.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
We get a cloak of billowing for Tizok. Yeah, this nice billowing cloak. A pipe of smoke monsters for Lady Agatha.
Brilliant.
A dread helm for Alfonso. And a masquerade tattoo for Chicory.
Masquerade tattoo.
Oh yeah, no, they're actually kind of fun. I believe you can use it to cast Disguise Person on yourself once per day. I only know
Oh,
that
excellent.
because one of my characters has a masquerade
That,
tattoo.
that might be useful because sometimes people think it's uncouth
Mm.
when I stare at them with
And
my compound eyes.
I think those people need to be more respecting of people with compound eyes.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
better eyes,
they're
frankly.
They are better eyes. And because we have, let's see, 3 charges of chaos from Unlikely Maths, and for $50, thank you, Unlikely Maths, and Ninja Nurse coming in, Tizok, because you were specifically called out by Ninja Nurse.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Can you roll me a D percentile?
I absolutely can. Let's see. 18.
18. Don't worry, this isn't that bad. I hope. Oh my goodness. I am too sleepy for all this. As you are just standing here, nowhere near any open source of water,
Oh, God.
We're in a seaside town.
yes, but currently all the water is also whiskey, so
Oh, just over there.
if you want to be
Right.
technical about it. But basically coming down through the streets, is this person just kind of singing in Italian. He's like,
Okay.
and he just kind of scoops Tizok into it, into his little into his what is it, gondola? Yeah, gondolier. And he will now ferry you about until break.
Okay. That seems like a lot of responsibility.
Does he also sell ice creams?
No, he just I'm going to say it is in halfling, whatever he is singing, but he is singing that song that goes.
I reach into my bag and hand him a taco.
Oh, he takes it. And then, wait, is it a hard
He's
shell
working
taco
hard.
or a soft shell taco? This is an important question.
The hard shell doesn't travel well. It's got to be soft.
Okay, you get disadvantage on your next roll. you chose poorly.
You've just made an enemy of my people. Hang
The
on.
real question is it
I need to call the
corn or
motherland
flour?
You just
What
call
corn?
them. It's like, you won't believe what Sauce did, and then just you see the money bar for our Mercy Road is about to just go down like -10.
Sorry, kids, had to do it.
Sorry, kids, we're going to hospitals and taking games away from you. I know you don't get disadvantage, but he doesn't eat your taco.
Okay, he's rude. That's fine.
He's too. It'll be difficult for him to eat while singing, and he needs to sing for the next hour and 10 minutes.
Fair enough.
And as this is happening, as we have given all the gifts and bestowed all the curses except for the 3 that I still have in my back pocket that I can unleash at any time.
Wonderful.
But would I do that? No.
Yeah.
No. You should save them for the next team.
Oh yeah, no, I totally should. I should just all save them for Holly, wherever
Yes.
wherever
of-
Holly
That's a
is.
wonderful
He just summoned her.
Yeah, she just arrived in
idea.
chat.
Oh God.
But as you crack open these these care packages, not loot crates. It's for charity, so it's not bad. Edric Addington is just sort of. He's like, I really should schedule these meetings half an hour earlier. They seem to be following me around. Remarks to no one before approaching you and saying, humble adventurers, I am Edric Addington. I am a member of the Council of Mysterious Benefactors. And I'm currently leading the charge on the investigations into the Mystery Mile and its effects that it's having upon my humble town and home. And he kind of gives you all a nod in turn. Unfortunately, in addition to the Mystery Mile and its various effects, there are also mundane crimes, unfortunately, that have fallen by the wayside. And there's been the report of a murder of a rather well-known dwarven merchant that I need investigated. And I think you 4 adventurers who answered the ad I placed on that one pole down in the Chandelier District are the perfect candidates to investigate this mystery. Oh, Protodad? $20? Spin that wheel. DM's choice. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, there's a table of care. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling benevolent. 2 advantages. 4. One is for Tizok. So you can thank Mr. Proto-Father for that. And 1 is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is for Chicory.
Me.
Thank you, Protodad. And I
Yeah,
think
thanks.
that just pushed us over 4K, y'all.
We did.
Damn.
Wow.
You know what? Everyone gets advantage.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah. 4K and 5.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of children we're going to be helping. And we ain't even done yet. We still got another 8.5 hours. I do.
Yeah.
And Edgar Addington just kind of pauses for a moment as you all get this sweeping inspiration and says, a body was found not far from here in the Beanie Weenie district of Marsha Bay. And he pauses and says, Beanie Weenies are these stuffed wiener dogs that are filled with beans. And holds it up. They are highly collectible and highly prized. And yes, I need you to investigate this murder while I deal with the far more interesting Mystery Mile stuff that I'm sure is not tied into this murder at all.
No.
And in turn, I will pay you each 500 gold.
He's counting on his
Yeah.
fingers.
Yes, that is the number between 499 gold and 501 gold.
It seems like a lot.
I am
What is-
I am incredibly wealthy.
What can I do with that though? I mean,
You could, and he pauses. Well, what is it you value, my insectoid friend?
I like small things. Like, have you ever met a geonid or like a goblin with no legs?
You can buy many goblins with no legs, in the right areas, in the right markets. That, as a upstanding member of this community, I am not aware of. I can assure you. And he winks.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have eyelids, but wink. I say wink out loud.
I appreciate your discretion. And he smiles.
You said these benefactors are benevolent?
They are mysterious.
Who's the chap what got murdered?
It was a dwarf. His name, I have written down. That is not the right one. That is not the right one. His name is Fargrim Gobblegift.
Gobble gift.
He had a gift for the gobbles.
Did he now?
Are the beans in the Beanie Weenies edible?
Yes. But
Was
we
he
would
eating the beans?
But,
He's poisoned by the beans.
No,
was
he would
poisoned
never
by-
do that. Opening up, even just
No,
removing
stop.
the tag off the Beanie Weenie reduces its value dramatically on the resale market. And Mr. Gobblegift was
I'm quite sure that I've solved it.
he was a
gobbled the gift.
shrewd
It's a
businessman.
clue. He gobbled the gift, and the beans inside were poison. I've solved it.
Now, come my musical friend. I think perhaps we need to investigate a little further on this. I mean, we can't just jump to conclusions. I mean, obviously, he's dead. We shall find out why.
1 second. Sorry, Alfonso, I just saw your message. Okay, we're just gonna have a quick. We're gonna cast Blink. Currently, Chicory is occupying 2 spaces at the same time. Try not to. Just cross your eyes and it looks perfectly normal.
Yes.
I'm seeing double 4.
4 Chicories.
It's in an instance like this where compound eyes would really be helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ironically.
Okay. He's just joining the meeting, and we're just gonna move him back. Perfect. Whoa.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
Hey,
Is
welcome
this
back. Yeah, Yeah, it's much
Wow.
better. And it is a less of a canted angle, so we can. I don't have to be like. There's our boy's face. Yeah. I lost my place because we are 15 and a half hours into D&D.
Well, we've solved it. It's he
Beanie
got all the
Weenies,
gifts,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the beans were poisoned.
I'm just gonna switch on the. Dang it, Frosty, get there. Derp. Good enough. My job here, my work here is done. Addington just kind of stops talking to Miles and shifts focus to Lady Agatha. 500 gold a person. Find out who murdered Mr. Gobblegift. Or,
Well, I've
or just find out the cause of death.
never really investigated a murder before, but I suppose it can't be that difficult. Maybe we should
it's
start in the. It's not. Okay.
No, I've done it before.
Is that
At some inn.
Mr.
We
Tizok,
figured it out.
Was that investigating a murder or committing one?
Yeah, Mira, look, what happened was, like, this dude killed his boss, right? Because he didn't get a promotion or something. And we figured it out. It took, like, a couple of hours. This can't be that hard.
Well,
As he says this, how is the gondola, its relationship to the floor? Is it hovering?
no, it is plowing through the streets.
As he's saying this, he is using it like a skateboard.
Oh no!
Because of his giant strength, it's not that hard.
I should mention the person who is both sailing it, poling it, the person who is paddling
Yeah.
it,
Hunting it, I think.
seems to be strong enough to basically just on his own. Right now he's just doing circles around the group, leaving large gouged rings in the cobbled stones. And every time you try to speak, he just starts singing louder.
Oh my god. Okay.
I can
So-
cut open torsos with these things.
So this luck blade,
Just saying.
it has a wish on it, right?
I believe it has 1d4 minus 1 wishes. If you want
Oh.
to, yeah, sorry, I don't have the rules up for it, because,
That sounds right.
yeah,
What other people said in there.
1d4. What was that? 1d4 what?
Minus one.
-1.
Oh, it has no wishes. Never mind.
It has no wishes?
I rolled a 1.
Aww.
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 Use
He was
your-
going to use it on accident.
Use your advantage, good sir. A wish.
Oh, you
is-
know what? Okay, let's try that again.
I wish I had wishes, and then.
Okay, I rolled a 3 that time.
That is 2
So-
wishes.
There's no way T-Zuck knows what kind of magic is in this thing. Aside from the fact that it just appeared out of nowhere.
Mhm.
So as he gets louder while he's trying to speak, he just says, like, I wish you would stop doing that.
He he is mid-song. He's "Bop, bop, 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 ba, doo." When as he hits a high note, his jaw
I don't
kinda
like where this is going.
clicks down. Huh? And then his head just kind of starts going back, far back, and his jaw's gonna start going forward.
Oh
And
God!
The gondola man just kind of turns inside out. And before he hits the floor, it's just leaving naught but a gondola and his straw boater's cap.
Yeah, see, now I think that is what happens if you don't do your vocal exercises.
It's beautiful, I think.
He strained his vocal cords.
Ye gods.
We can all agree that that was weird, and I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
And Addington shakes his head and says, "No, you should probably get a lawyer as soon as possible."
Oh, great.
Feel like it may be time we left.
I agree.
I concur. Good luck solving the murder.
Thank you.
Try not to kill any more gondoliers along the way.
We don't even know if he was real. Like, you know.
A crying widow runs out. Oh no, my husband! What have you done?
Okay, definitely time to leave.
He was being rude, and I run.
Transitioning scenes quickly as the team books it down to the Beanie Weenie district. This is one of the more affluent areas in Marcia Bay, just because of how wildly popular Beanie Weenies were. Maybe about, what are we going, like 20 years ago?
Oh no.
Yeah, no. So there are just stores that have been shuttered because no one's buying Beanie Weenies anymore. The Beanie Weenie market crashed long ago. And as you approach, there is a town guard, and he is looking incredibly bored. He has a black eye from the violence festival. Tizak, you saw this guy get socked in the face. And he just sort of is sitting on a barrel, and he's like, "Are you the investigators?"
Yes. We're the professional investigators.
All right. That means I can go home. Yeah, good body's in there. We didn't move it around. Well, me and the guys put it into a funny pose, but then we put it back pretty much how we found it. But yeah, no, it's all yours. Go ahead. Waves and says, yeah, I hope you had a happy violence festival. Oh God, I think I have a concussion.
You look like you could consider a change of employment, friend. Here, have a leaflet for the Happy Endings Retirement Village and grooming parlor.
I really didn't mean to hit you that hard.
It is at that moment. Chicory, can you roll me a D percentile?
Yes.
If your claws are capable of manipulating dice.
That is either a 1 or a 100.
That is either very good or very bad. Let's find out together. Okay, you know what? This isn't terrible. This will entertain me. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with this. This will be good. Suddenly around you, the streets flood with raucous 20-year-old frat boys. Just from every corner, they have kegs. They are partying, and as you look upon them, Chicory, you can see they are wearing jerseys with your face on the front. And as they approach you, they toss you onto their shoulders and just start cheering your name.
So they're all just going like...
Yes, they are just making chattering sounds. It is very unnerving as they just clack their teeth. Almost in unison, the sound of teeth just kind of gnashing together from these drunken frat boys.
Is this
you
a
can
local
now
thing?
You can now command this swarm of frat boys.
Okay. So I think maybe if I combine all of their brains together, all their thinking power, they might be able to open the door for us to go look inside and look at the body.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay. I'm actually proficient in this. So 19.
19. There are light casualties, but the door is managed to be forced open. Unfortunately, there is also a sizable amount of damage done to the door. It is a pull door, and they kind of got through it by pushing the wall down.
This is okay.
The door is still standing, but you can walk around it.
All right. I give them... I don't have thumbs. Alfonso, can you give them a thumbs up for me?
Yeah. Good job.
Hey! They just clack their teeth. What's Alfonso's take on all of this?
I mean, do they look human?
Yeah, they're mostly human. They're a wide variety of humanoid races. But the way they clack their teeth in unison, makes you think that these are probably something that have been magically conjured.
I mean, what if whoever murdered that guy is trying to cover his tracks because they did clearly tamper with the evidence since they broke down the wall?
It is broken down the wall into the foyer, but the body is in a room further down the hallway.
Oh, I mean, might find fingerprints or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Alfonso is just gonna go with the other group, especially behind the barbarian, and just tell them that it creeps him out a lot, but how they clap their teeth.
Yeah, the frat boys continue to just kind of chatter and gnash. They seem to be devolving in intelligence, becoming more of a swarm than singular beings.
Oh my God, Lady Agatha, maybe you can hire them for more workforce.
Yeah.
Brainless individuals don't tend to do well following commands, so they'll drink themselves into oblivion and end up in the harbor. I expect it'll be fine. We'll get rid of them soon.
Yeah. Only I had a buggy hive instead of a human fleshy hive. That would be much better, I think.
Duke, you still got that wish spell. It's in your back pocket. Just remind me.
Look, I've already unleashed enough body horror this evening.
Maybe we should get the frat boys to just stand over there.
Yeah, stand over there and watch our backs.
As they do
Set
that,
me down.
They busy themselves by tipping over a cart, and then just celebrating as soon as it's down. As you venture into the building, you can see there is a dwarf who is in the relatively same pose he was when he died. Let me just... I've got all of this written up. By all of this, I mean a paragraph. But yes, it is presumably the captain, Fairgrim Gobblegift, laying in the middle of the room, kind of in his chest, is this kind of... well, I mean, you can't see what the blade looks like because it's currently buried in his sternum, but a kind of blackened obsidian hilt with a nice red jewel right in the pommel.
Classy.
Okay.
I think I know how he died.
Roll me an
I'm open
investigation
for-
check.
I'm open to hear theories.
Yeah, admittedly, it might not have been the beans.
You know, it's 8. I mean, it could have been the dagger. That's all it could have been the dagger. Maybe. I mean,
It's our working theory.
It's on the list of suspects.
yeah.
Okay, and let's say Lady Agatha. What is Lady Agatha's take on this?
She's probably going to wander up to the dwarf and give him a bit of a poke with a hockey stick.
Can you roll me a medicine check?
Check he's dead. Yeah. That is a 2.
You see a sign of life.
Hang on, I think he might be breathing.
Ah, gross. So Tizak will pull out the luck blade and give him a few prods.
Oh yeah, no, make you finish the job.
Well, non-lethal prods. Just to try to get a response.
Oh no, it goes right through him like meringue. It's a magic sword.
Oh,
It stopped.
And
Okay. We were hired to investigate a murder. We can't investigate a murder and get paid if there's no murder. So
That's
And
true.
Then we will know who did it and how it happened.
yeah, actually, case solved. It was Tizok.
Book 'em.
Now, I'm pretty sure they said he was already murdered. And I believe in this jurisdiction, you can only be murdered once.
No, actually, faking your own death is a very common way to avoid taxes here.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And also with resurrection spells and, liches. There is just... This place is basically a tax haven for necromancers. As the body continues to just sort of sit there, being subject to indignity after indignity. Can y'all give me investigation checks?
Yeah. Oh, 21.
Okay, very good.
5.
5.
13.
13. Was that a 10 from you, Frosty?
Yeah.
Alfonso, 14?
Yep.
Okay. To Alfonso, as you kind of... most of you are kind of looking around, but Tizok, Miles, and Chicory, you open up a crate of pristine mint beanie weenies. These were the ones with the adorable little heart-shaped noses. Incredibly valuable to collectors. They have just been sitting here for the last 20 plus years, waiting for somebody to come along and collect them. Alfonso...
And you say they taste of mint.
I don't...
I start licking one.
Okay. As you kind of just run your tongue down it, I need you to roll a D percentile.
Are these just like physical objects, not canned, jarred, or anything?
I don't know if this is tracked. Do you remember Beanie Babies, Duke?
Yeah, I was
Unfortunately,
Kind of like
you
this,
remind me-
Duke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. Oh no. You know what? All right.
I'm guessing it doesn't taste of mint.
Yeah.
mint and something else.
Okay.
Just a little something else on top of
But I mean, I get multiple options, and I'm just going through them to see which one has the most disastrous effect. Y'all hear this deafening honk. This kind of loud horn, almost. And where there was once a Miles, there is now a Goose. And somehow in your hearts, you know peace was never an option with this Goose.
Oh no.
Miles, every time you mildly inconvenience one of your teammates, I will reward you with an advantage.
Do I still have access to my spells?
Yes, you have access to your spells. Your weapons have been turned into goose-sized weapons.
Okay.
Oh.
It was a lovely day in the warehouse.
Alfonso, you find in your investigation, as you go through the captain's pockets, there is a shipping manifest for the Constant Taken with Mr. Gobblegift. I think that was his name. It's been a long night. Listed as the captain of the ship that was once blocking Marcia Bay, and is now just vanished into the ether.
Oh, I'm gonna call out the group then and tell them to look at what I found. I'll show it to them.
Mm.
Yeah, and any theories we can come up from this?
Tizak is distracted, looking at the Goose,
yeah, I've never met a sentient goose before.
and mutters to himself, "I hate this town."
Lady Agatha, while Alfonso is rifling through the pockets, you notice On the hilt of this blade, there is an inscription. What languages does Lady Agatha speak?
Oh, well, she received a thorough education. She speaks Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
In a startling stroke of luck, it is in Draconic. And it says, if found, please return to the cult of inadvisable actions.
I snatch this paper and run away with it.
Give that back!
Oh,
Blasted goose.
Miles, you gain an advantage.
But you fly
do
away?
Do they stack? Because
Yes, in my game they stack.
okay, cool.
Be sure to burn these as you got them.
Yeah, I'll have to try so hard.
Do you
So
use your
this-
wings to fly away?
We're indoors, aren't we?
I think he just flaps and
I
honks.
think I just kind of duck under tables and
Oh yeah.
try and make myself hard to.
So Lady Agatha's going to ask Tizok if he's got any recipes for goose. But
I
also
like it
she's going to
raw.
say,
yeah.
this dagger belongs to the the cult of inadvisable actions.
Yes.
Okay.
oh, do we have an idea who they are?
None whatsoever.
If you don't want to roll me either Arcana, Religion, or History,
Oh, okay. Let me see which is my highest.
or I will say, Miles, your honking can also provide disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, if I burn an advantage to give someone else disadvantage.
You basically, yeah, you give yourself
Yeah.
advantage at the expense of
Yeah.
your team.
Yeah.
That is a 16 for Arcana.
Okay, unless Frosty, or are you too busy?
Yeah, I've already got 2 advantage, so I'll burn one of those to. Is that what you meant? No, every time
no,
I-
you gain an
Oh.
advantage, and
just
at the
by
same
saying I
time,
honk loudly.
and at the same time,
Oh, okay.
give a teammate disadvantage.
Oh, right, is that all it takes? Okay. Well,
As you're trying to concentrate, Alfonso, there is just this constant honking, which makes it hard. So if you could roll that Arcana
Okay.
check, was it, with disadvantage?
Okay, with disadvantage. So first is 16. Second would be at 16. Still.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. You work your way through this honking, as this goose is just sort of running amok in the Beanie Weenie factory. The cult of inadvisable action was especially active about maybe 5-10 years ago when it was in vogue. It kind of fell out of fashion. Not long after that, there was a rather scathing documentary-style play put on that kind of exposed the cult for their various seedy and apocalyptic predilections. And since then, the cult has been acting more or less in the shadows.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll let
So-
the party.
Tizak has like a hand crossbow,
Mhm.
and he's just been taking shots at the goose.
Mhm.
He's missing, but as he hears this information, he's like, I have a friend who knows a lot about cults. Maybe they know something.
Yeah.
I mean-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Colts are good sometimes. I like to
Dude.
watch them.
Do we leave the goose here, or do we bring him with us?
God, so we leave the goose here.
Oh no, we can ask them.
I'm gonna use advantage on a stealth check to stealthily follow them where they go next.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth check, and if everyone could tell me your passive perceptions.
He can
Passive perception.
disguise himself as one of the frat boys and just walk amongst them as they follow us.
Oh,
No one will
that's very
ever
good.
know. He just has a jersey on.
Passive perception 11.
11? Okay.
14.
14?
Oh, I got a passive of 16.
Very good. And Tizak?
14.
14. Okay. You need to beat a 16, Frosty.
I got natural 20 plus 1.
Oh, that does it. That does the job good. You, not only is there the entire group of frat boys to disguise yourself in, there's also just a wandering line of geese that are also just incidentally walking outside.
Has the goose still got the dagger?
He took the.
Tom suggested it might be the beak that is now. Oh no, I took the paper and ate the paper. I've got a plan for the dagger in a minute.
You still,
I thought you took the dagger.
No,
okay,
like,
you ate the manifest.
Yeah.
Lady Agatha, you have the dagger.
I have the okay.
I mean, if you want it, if you just pull it out of the chest.
Yeah, pull it out, wipe it off on a hanky, shove it in the pocket. I'm sure it's fine.
As you pull the dagger out of the chest, you don't know this, but in a faraway city, you have now just proven yourself to be the next true queen regent of their city, because you have pulled the dagger from the chest.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, that might not come into play this game. But as you venture forth...
Wait, hold on. Did Alfonso see Miles lick that beanie thing before he turned into a goose?
Yeah, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, then if possible, I'm gonna take a few of those beanies and stuff in my bag later.
As you are stuffing them in your bag, I need you to roll a D percentile.
Oh, okay. Oh no. It's 2 goose then. That is 35.
That is, sorry, a 55?
35.
35. Oh no. Okay. Hey Duke, remember when you said you didn't want any more body horror?
Yeah, I remember.
There is like the sound of a melting candle almost. And Alfonso, you sprout some tentacles, a second head, a few extra set of eyes. Your body just kind of just becomes a random mass of pliable body parts and limbs. So for the next let's say until break, so for the next 34 minutes, you have disadvantage on all persuasion checks because you've become a hideous mutant. But your reach has tripled.
Nice. Kari, I'm like you now. I'm kind of like you, Chikari.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very long.
You're a long boy. You got them long arms.
This is a great day for me because I can just, write all this down. I've got a little, what is it called? A Vade Mecham. A bunch of weird monsters I've met, and you got sentient geese, and you got this thing. This is great. I'm learning lots of things.
That's your poor friend.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Lady Agatha just takes out like this hip flask.
Yeah, I'm a
Tizark is now convinced that he's
cryptozoologist.
having a nightmare. And none of this is real, so whatever, just go with it.
You're not the first player who has said that today.
This is clearly a fever dream.
I'm getting closer to what I need.
As you kind of go forth, Tizark, tell me more about your friend. Your expert on cults.
Solus, I believe, was the name. And they just.
Do you know them more by do you know them more by reputation?
No, they helped me solve the murder at the Curious Goose Inn. That's odd. But yes, they flirt with cultists, as far as he knows, all the time. So clearly they're an expert.
They must be. As you kind of arrive at this expert on cultists, Solus, and since I don't know what this person looks like or acts like, and it is 4 a.m. The assistant.
I will tell you that
The-
Solus is played by Holly, if that helps.
I'm going to say Solus's assistant opens the door, and the assistant is a 7-foot tall Amazon,
That is
Is that right?
completely on brand.
That tracks.
corded with muscle,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
just brandishing a battle axe. You can smell just sweat and musk off of her as she kind of just flexes, putting a hand through a mane of hair, glistening as she does, as if she has oiled herself up just for this specific meeting. And she says, yes, I am Dr. Strunk Melinda. It is,
Strunk Melinda.
it is a pleasure to see all of you. And she flexes.
As she does that, fireworks explode.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
Almost as if some horrible goose had cast the spell pyrotechnics.
Unfortunately, this doesn't hamper your team. In fact, it just helps them, because it makes Strunk Melinda seem all the more strong.
Just, the splendor.
Yeah.
Do people not get blinded if they fail a Constitution save?
Blinded.
Not really.
We'll find out. Constitution saves. What are you at for advantage now, Frosty?
Sorry?
What are you-
I've spent... I think I've got one left at the moment.
No,
If that-
how many have you earned? From
So far, 3 or 4.
yeah, let's say 4.
At 23.
23. Okay.
25.
Well done.
19.
Hopefully, well done.
Yeah, I don't think my spell save is that, aren't they?
And Alfonso.
Does he even have eyes anymore?
A lot of them.
You know what? I will say, roll me a D percentile, Alfonso, because you were in a constant state of shift.
Right.
Oh, no.
I mean, should I even be inside? Wouldn't I be scaring people?
Well, that's up to you.
I don't think you'd be scaring the Amazonian lady.
Oh no, very little scares her.
Oh, well, I rolled a 25 for that.
Okay.
Oh,
You are currently seeing via echolocation. But the sound of explosions momentarily dazes you, but not blinds you, because you are already blind.
I think I basically just made Holly's living doctor research assistant more glamorous,
Oh yeah, no.
Yes.
which is fine. It's a
Absolutely.
perfectly valid use of.
As one of the fireworks goes down, it is like
Yeah.
sparkles. It's one of those
Yeah.
ones that kind of goes.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they just kind of linger around her now. And Strunk Melinda just says, "Tizok," and she sweeps her hair back. It is a pleasure to see you.
He lightly blushes,
Mhm.
and he's pulling out a protein bar for her.
Mm.
It's literally just meat and fat mixed together. It's like a raw sausage. And he asks, if they can get into contact with Solus if Solus is around.
Solus is not around. Whatever he does in his spare time. It is now canon that Solus, when not researching cults, will go to the local cabaret, dress up as a singer called
He dresses up like a gondolier.
I was gonna say no. Dresses up as
no.
a drag queen called Rachel Tensions, and
Okay.
just sings the night away. And
This tracks. It's fine.
Melinda says, "But I am working on my PhD, and I would be happy to help you."
I knew one of you would be able to. And he, brings Lady Agatha over to show the cult dagger.
Good morning, your gorgeous. Hello.
Oh, you're making my muscles happy. And as she says that, her pectoral muscles kind of just bounce one after the other.
I
Lady
wish
Agatha
I
is
had
now.
muscles or hair sometimes.
She's now incapable of speech for about 30 minutes. So.
And she said, "Don't worry, I get that a lot. Would you like a glass of water?" No. And she said, "Are you sure? There's just some water right over there."
So she's just gonna pull out the dagger and just.
As soon as I can see the dagger, I want to make an attempt to touch it for even a second. Knock it out of your hand or just get a touch on it.
Okay, I'm going to need, let's say a sleight of hand.
Let's say athletics.
No, let's say sleight of hand.
Let's say athletics.
From Miles.
Well, I mean, I could barge into. Can it not be athletics?
No.
And Lady Agatha, athletics.
Thread.
I'll use another
21.
Oh no. Sleight of hand is this? 16 at best.
As your little goose beak kind of reaches up, you turn back into a human just as it kind of touches the blade.
Okay. Am I? Well, I was never a human in the first place. Do I turn?
Oh, sorry. You turn back into a humanoid.
Okay, and do I still have the urge to cause mischief?
You know, that's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, you've tasted true power.
Yeah, I cast distort value on the knife, so it looks incredibly uninteresting and not worth having.
And Strunk Melinda kind of just says, "I'll take the knife."
Take it and everything else I own.
You feel a hand on your head, but she kind of like sweeps you up in one, just trundles you up like a babe in one arm, and inspects the knife and says, "Very poor craftsmanship on the knife, but the inscription," and she kind of lifts you up to look at it closer, "is very telling. This is from the cult of inadvisable activities. And she sets you down so she can get a book off the shelf, flexing her bicep as she does. And it is, there are smash cuts, there are light effects. It is, have you ever seen that one scene from Death Note where he's just eating potato chips? And it is incredibly dramatic. "I take the potato chip and eat it." You hear music swelling in the background. And Tizok, it is not gondolier music.
Yeah, he's probably, I wouldn't say used to it, but he expects it. He's been around Strunk Melinda before.
And Strunk Melinda just looks in the book, and she says, "I know exactly where they are, their exact location, and how to get to them. But I don't know if you'll..." And she kind of takes the book and holds it up, almost kind of rubbing it into Agatha's face. "I don't know if you'll appreciate it. They are currently in the Mystery Mile."
Oh.
That's serendipitous. I was gonna go in there already.
It is very convenient, or perhaps inconvenient, that you'll have to venture into the Mystery Mile, which is just that way.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's make haste. I want to just get right in there.
And Tizok, it is always a pleasure to see you. And she goes in for one of those Predator-style bicep handshakes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Returns it, full flex, and hold.
Oh, yeah.
Like they hold
it. And, okay, yeah, no, competing athletics checks. You should be pretty good, because you have a belt of Storm Giant Strength, which I think gives you 29 strength?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, yeah, no, and you get the feeling that I'm just judging based on my roll of 4 plus, I'm gonna guess like an 8. You get the feeling that Strunk Mullen is spending a little too much time pushing pencils.
Well, good news. I rolled a 1. So,
Strunk Melinda kind of
nobody's in top 1.
picks you up by the hand and says, "You're gonna need to go that way," and she just yeets you, leaving a perfect Tizok-sized impression through the wall as Tizok goes trundling into the distance.
And as he is flying in the distance, you just hear, "I love you."
And she looks down and then flips her hair back and says, "I know."
Yeah. He wouldn't have it any other way.
All right. Does the rest of the group follow after Tizok as he goes flying into the sunset?
Yeah, I'll fly through the hole. I'm pretty small, and I'm just staring at my claws, wishing that I could have a handshake, but I don't, because I'll cut people's hands off, you know, someday.
Actually, Strunk Melinda stops and says, "You might like these, and these are common items. They are basically prosthetic hands." And she kind of takes them and says, "Now, my study has mostly been in research, but if I..." And she kind of, almost like putting a cork onto a corkscrew, she just kind of puts it at the very tip of your claws, your pincers, and you now have articulate hands at the very ends of your claws.
Amazing.
And says,
Amazing. Thank you.
"Oh, my pleasure. We for some reason, we just have lots of hands lying around. I guess it comes in handy." And she winks.
Nobody's perfect.
I use one of my hands to cover one of my eyes. See? It works. It's a wink, technically.
Nice.
Then I fly out.
And as the rest, sorry, does the rest of the group follow in turn?
Yeah, we're all leaving through the hole Duke left in the wall, right?
There's a functioning door, but this is I feel this.
I
There's
don't
an
want to
impulse
buck the
going on.
trend. I don't want to buck the trend.
There's an
Just
impulse
gonna,
going here, and
It's going to put a little leaflet on a table and just be like, and then out the hole.
I'm just going to start touching people and things with my hands.
There's a woman just kind of cowering with her baby. "Just please don't hurt us."
Wait, can I do that with Chikari as he does that? I mean, I have like tentacles, right? Can I like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Just don't hurt my baby. As the two of you are, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm here for it. Flashing forward, as the team arrives in the now Tizok crater, just outside of the Mystery Mile. One by one you arrive. There is this large barrier, this field that seems to be extending in all directions. It is almost like a glass, almost like a stained glass. This kind of shifting colors. When you look across it, it is not anything strange or peculiar on the other side of this barrier. It is just a dirt road. It is just trees on either side of the on either side, kind of buffeting this road. It is nothing unusual, but this is the barrier to the now infamous Mystery Mile. And Tizok, you kind of pull yourself out of this crater, dust yourself off. For some reason, the landing was incredibly soft. You imagine Melinda must just have excellent muscle control.
Even
Yeah,
when
he
she's
has a
not
very
touching you,
stupid
she has
smile
muscle
on his
control.
face. So, does it look like anybody had been by recently?
No. Well, I mean, there have actually been many people who have been by recently. There have been, 5 other teams?
Oh, specifically like maybe like fresh tracks from a murderer.
Give me
That
a
is
survival
hightailing
check.
survival. Okay.
Can I help him?
Yeah, if you want to tell me how you're helping him, just
I
flavor it.
I'm good at survival and hunting
Mhm.
other predators. All right, I'm supposed to be because I'm a praying mantis. So I can just like crawl up his shoulders and use my new hands to point.
You just feel
I like that.
a little hand on your shoulders. Tap, tap, tap. There. Or maybe there. Yeah, Tizok, you have advantage.
I'm really glad because I rolled a 2.
Pat, pat, pat. You're giving them a massage. Yeah, you're getting a back rub, apparently.
I'm still thinking about what just happened. I can't focus yet.
I wonder what
I
that's
rolled
like.
a 4.
Okay. While you're kind of searching through, looking for any sort of track, you just start thinking about Strunk Melinda and just how much you would like to take her on a gondola ride, preferably with a gondolier who doesn't implode.
Yeah, it would be great if they didn't turn inside out.
Mm-hmm. Let's say, Miles, what are you doing at this moment?
Can I experimentally put a finger through this barrier or onto the barrier and see if...
Yeah, as you kind of put it onto the barrier, there is resistance. It is like poking a bubble, and it kind of ensconces your finger as you press against it, as you work against the surface tension.
But it's not hurting or turning me into a goose or anything.
Not yet.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Eventually, your hand just kind of pops through it, and there is that shattering sound as the barriers between reality are fractured. The sound of shattering glass, and one by one, the team is kind of drawn in to this tunnel. And as you're falling down, there is just fire and light, and you're kind of spiraling down towards this white light. On either side of you, there are just there are mimes, there are mathematical equations, there is all of the homework that you forgot to do and that is due tomorrow. Why haven't you started it yet? There is all of your regrets from your teen years, flashing back one after the other. There is that haircut you got that one time that your friends said was good, but you know they were just kind of, you know they were giggling behind your back. And one by
everyone else had frosted tips. I don't understand.
We all just wanted to look like Lance Bass.
Exactly.
And as you hit that white light, your feet find purchase, and you are not on a dirt road outside of Marcia Bay. You are in what looks like a volcanic cave, but in lieu of magma or lava that you would expect to see, there are these obsidian walls just creeping up, just completely ensconcing the room, and below are these flows of dark green eldritch energy, and much as you imagine the the Constant Taken has done, it is currently blocking a flow of this eldritch energy, almost like a dam. One end, there's not but a trickle of this foul eldritch light, while on the other side it is nearly overflowing onto the side. And you can see that the Constant Taken's cargo has been offloaded. It is not loaded up with the shipping containers that it had, not but this morning. Someone has been busy offloading this ship.
Is there anyone around still unloading it?
There's no one offloading it.
Okay, yeah, like there's no sign of people milling about anywhere around.
Not on the deck of the ship where you are.
Okay.
Do we
What?
know what was in the shipping containers, or what should be in there?
Roll me.
So I believe a goose ate the manifest.
I say a goose ate the manifest, and try and look as innocent as possible.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
As you kind of look around, you can't really see anything that would betray what the Constant Taken was shipping.
Can I open a shipping container and find out?
If the ship had not been offloaded.
I've got a.
Are we on the ship?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, and the shipping containers aren't around; they're completely gone.
They are completely gone.
Right. Oh, okay. I thought they were just
Okay.
off to the side, sort of thing.
And as you are paused and trying to find your next move, Alfonso, you hear someone just kind of say, "Oh, what's your wish then? Look at me, I'm British. It's a dwarf, and..."
That's offensive.
That's offensive. And he kind of comes plodding out and says, "What's your wish then? Who do you think you are coming onto our ship, stealing our precious cargo?" It is not a Scottish dwarf, so I think someone out there probably appreciates that. But it is a Cockney dwarf instead. And he says, "I'm just a Cockney dwarf." And he says, are you here to kill the rest of my crew?"
I don't know.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
he just popped out. I'd be startled. I probably would have slapped him with my tentacle or something.
And I've seen much worse than that, my friend. I've sailed every sea in Faerun, from Chult all the way across Toril. You're not the first person I've seen that's been turned into a hideous monstrosity.
Hey, you ever meet anybody who looks like me?
You
Or
know
a lot
what?
of them?
I've actually dated a few people that look like you.
Wow.
And
Hey, am I a boy or a girl?
you know what? That is not for me to decide.
I just want to know if I can lay eggs.
I believe you can. If there is a will, there is a way.
Yes. Nice. Okay. All right. Sweet. Sweet.
So, what do you mean, kill the rest of your crew?
Oh, they're not dead. They've just been taken, my friend.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you know a guy named Gibble?
Oh,
And
Gobblegriff.
he's there. You go.
Gobblegift, the finest captain I've ever served under. Is he all right?
He, in a manner of speaking,
And he looks.
he was skewered, and he looks dead.
My gods, that's exactly what his horoscope said would happen. And he holds up a newspaper, and it just says, "You will face unexpected challenges." It's been underlined.
Just like 12 times for every.
In 12 different ways.
Yeah.
And,
Do you know if he had any dealings with this cult of inadvisable actions?
the cult of inadvisable actions. Oh, I'd say he did. He paid dues for them off every paycheck.
That's inadvisable.
It was quite inadvisable. You should have seen the documentary.
Do you know if he was late on a payment?
And he shakes his head.
The dagger
Never.
that we found,
Never.
the dagger that we found inside his chest was belonged to a member of the cult, perhaps.
And he kind of scowls at that and says, I think it's all becoming clear. Which answers everything. This explains everything. And I'm just a simple dwarf with a fun accent that Sauce is actually kind of getting into. And he reaches into his pockets and pulls out a copy of the manifest that have not been eaten by a goose. And he holds it out to the first person who takes it.
I stuff it in my mouth immediately. Oh, this is a weird habit.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I'll do it now. Look.
No, don't actually do it. I believe you. It's a good thing I keep copies in triplicate.
Lady Agatha's going to snatch it.
I've got a lot of copies.
I'm good at snatching things. That's all we do, man.
Yeah.
And Chikari, you managed to snatch a copy before Miles stuffs it in his craw. Just stuffs it in his craw. And it shows that the cargo on the Constant Taken wasn't Beanie Weenies, as one would probably assume, just judging by the fact how many times I've said it today. It was, in fact, dinosaurs. From Jolt. Raptors, Alkiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rexes, Apatosaurus. Whatever that one is. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. And the dwarf here says, We're carrying in a load of dinosaurs from Jolt. Have you ever had fresh dinosaur? It's mouth-watering.
It is, yes.
It truly is.
And Tizak says, I wish I could taste that.
And he said, you might get a chance, my friend, if the cult doesn't get to them first. Because they've been using the Constant Taken, blocking all these flows of magic. Points a little stubby dwarven finger at these flows of eldritch energy. And they've been channeling it into one of the chambers over there where they've been taking me friends. One by one, they've been... Well, I hear the screams. Well, I haven't heard any of the screams in quite a while.
Were they happy screams?
No, they were not happy screams. No, they were not roller coaster screams. They were not thrilled. They were those terrified screams.
And your friends aren't, like, masochistic or anything?
Some of them maybe. I try not to pry too much into their personal lives.
Okay. Well, if it's for a T-Rex sake, I'm ready to fight.
I was gonna say save the dinosaurs, but now he's like, save the dinosaurs so we can eat them later.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
If we were to unblock the flow of eldritch magic, would they be able to carry out their evil scheme?
If we unblock this flow of eldritch magic, they wouldn't be able to funnel it into that chamber over there. They've sort of turned this into a makeshift dam, blocking off any magic.
Have we in fact got to unstick the ship?
If there's a way. We've just been getting stuck all over the place. It's rather embarrassing.
Oh, I get it.
So we just need to move the
Destroy
ship.
the ship. I can
Destroy the ship. Nobody says it has to be in one piece when it's moved.
To be fair, this ship is actually quite expensive.
Is it wooden?
No, it is steel. It is dwarven steel. I don't know why I'm using this voice. I think it's because I think it's fun.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No.
Tizak puts away his.
The voice is unfortunate, but.
I've got this pretty good rod. I could start hitting the ship. It might break.
I mean, after a while.
I don't. Yeah, we gotta. I don't know.
What if we... Okay, stick with me here.
I like this idea. Well, maybe
save the dinosaurs. Harness the
for later.
dinosaurs to the ship. And tug the ship. with the dinosaurs.
I was going to suggest something, but that was much less. My idea was much less interesting. So yes, your idea. We will go with that.
And can I spend a minute essentially repeating Agatha's idea and giving everyone the benefit of inspirational speech?
I can.
Yes, you can. Because
I know,
literally because it's more inspiring coming from a man.
Yeah, that's why I was
Agatha's
laughing.
going to brain you if that is the case.
Okay, I'm going to say no, you can't, Frosty. And the minute you kind of start, the dwarf will cut you off and say, "Why are you talking over her? You need to appreciate the ideas brought to the table by the very lovely Lady Agatha."
Sorry, Frosty.
Whom I've read about in this pamphlet that I picked up on my own with no prompting.
I snatch it and eat it.
Like I
This is
said,
starting to become a problem.
my friend, there were staples in that.
I'll be fine.
I thought I was going to be the one snatching things and eating them.
I mean, you
Oh,
still.
no.
I look around.
You
for
still
more,
can.
I look around for more staples.
Why not?
As Chikari starts crunching down on this pamphlet, the dwarf, who still does not have a name, so he will just say, "My name is Mole. I'm a legally distinct character, and anyone who says otherwise is lying through their teeth. I need you to go save whatever crew members are still alive, and if you can't, at least get those dinosaurs out so we can unstuck my bloody ship. Because
Okay.
I think by law of succession it becomes my ship."
That's fair. I do know some goblin wedding rituals if you all want to get married.
You know, that actually sounds lovely.
Okay.
But tell you what, why don't we first go for break for 10 minutes, but before we do that, why don't we do a prize draw? A prize draw? Why don't we start a prize draw?
Yeah.
Which one is this for? Boom, 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 boom. This is Shame of Life. Within parentheses, mention it's 17 plus. So, if any of y'all are under 17, you can't own this. You will go to prison. Also, a guide to Ravenloft, that was donated by our very good friend Hamalu. If you are in the chat, we love you and thank you for this guide. It will be on D&D Beyond, if you do not already have it. I will start the draw, so don't do anything until I start the draw. And it shouldn't be starting. No, don't press gimme yet. There we go. Now press exclamation point GIMME to get a fantastic prize. We have raised $4K for Child's Play. Yo, what the heck, y'all?
Woo!
We'll be back in 10 minutes at 4:52. Because y'all deserve your 10-minute breaks. Don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a friend, grab a drink, go to the washroom, stretch your legs, go drink another energy drink because it's 4 a.m. and you still got another 8 hours of D&D. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more D&D. Everyone start waving. Wave, damn it. Wave.
Waving. I'm waving.
Wave your damn hand. Okay, yep, and they can't hear you. can hear my voice. What team is this? Oh, it's this team. At least I think it's this team. Yeah, sure, let's say I got it right. Hello, everybody. Yeah, looks like I am, speaking. Can y'all... Somebody clap. Thank you. Just making sure that everyone could hear. We are Mercy Road 2021. We sound like a band. The Mystery Mile. Raising money for Child's Play charity. I am nearly 17 hours deep into this game. And this is the wackiest sauce you'll probably see at the moment. But we have raised over 4K. We are now... Oh my gosh. People, if we can get to 420...
Yes.
Yes. I think that is the new goal. But we had a donation from Dirt. $15 to bring on the chaos for Duke, which we will do in a moment. If you are just joining us, we are raising money for Child's Play charity. It's a charity that provides toys and games for 185 hospitals and shelters around the world. Sorry, what was that? Frosty, you say something?
Oh, sorry. Did you mean 4,200? Because we're at 4,020 now.
Oh yeah, I meant getting the weed number.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Because yeah, 4.
But yes, as we continue on, when we last left our team, they were investigating a rather mundane cult murder. Just another. This is actually the leading cause of death in Faerun, is cult murder. Of a captain of the Constant Taken, a ship that just is perpetually finding itself blocking either trade routes or, in this case, Eldritch Energy. During the course of their investigation, they had to venture into the Mystery Mile at the behest of a very strong, very beautiful Amazonian woman who I think swept us all off our feet. Melinda, if you are out there, we are waiting. Where they have found themselves on the once vanished Constant Taken in a strange volcanic cavern that seems to be overflowing with mysterious eldritch energy. What it could be for? I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. But they found a surviving member of the ship, a dwarf with a deep, raspy voice. I just like talking like this, so I'm going to do it for the rest of the description. Named Mole, M-O-L-E. It's a completely original name, and if anyone says otherwise, he will sue you because his brother's a barrister. And we got a donation of $60 from Mr. Jonathan Coffee Robot. $60. Don't leave them out. Cable of Chaos rolls for everyone but Duke. Okay.
That's very good.
Do I want to space these? No, I don't want to space these out. I want to do these all at once.
I think you had didn't you have 3 more from the first half as well?
I actually burned through those 3.
Oh, okay.
But Mole is going to look down and say, now I'm going to go downstairs, or down below deck, and I'm going to work on the stream over there. He points at the magical stream of energy. Boy, you see, in addition to being a sailor, I'm also a professional streamer. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to fix this stream.
Maybe dig under the stream. Dig on the stream.
Are you telling a professional streamer how to stream?
I just thought you might like digging, and
and he says,
I've got some bits of paper. I'll give you these bits, and you can dig the stream.
He's got more in his stomach.
Yeah.
And he says, you know, I'm just going to go down below deck. Because if I stay around, I'm just going to keep talking. Because I just like the sound of my own voice at this moment. And that's probably a good sign.
I can get the paper out of his stomach.
You know what? If you can get the paper out of his stomach, I won't stop you. I wouldn't advise it.
I've got this rod.
I mean, if you just need a knife, call that knife. This is a knife. And he pulls out. It's actually a very pathetic-looking knife that is held together with tape.
Yeah, I just start
That is a knife.
Here's your
clicking
knife.
all the buttons. Actually, I'm gonna try to click all of them at once with all my new fingers.
Oh no. Tell me, is there a specific action of what that does?
No, no. They all do different things.
Then I will say, because you were the first one to cause this shenanigan, as you press all the buttons at once, can you roll me a D percentile?
Okay. 76.
76. That's the magic items. Here we go. 76. Pew, 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 pew. Oh no. Every magical item that is currently within 10 feet of you attunes to you.
Oh.
So that will be mine.
As you basically press all the buttons on the rod, and every magical item just is immediately.
Okay, so we all just hold on to this at once. And we can't lose.
Who's is it everyone's? Basically, we're close enough.
If you were armored, it has been drawn to the rod. Because we are working with, you can always just attune immediately. I'll say if you want to take 10 minutes sorting through the magical items.
It takes 10 minutes to get married.
Yeah,
it gives us all a +2 to AC.
My initial thought was, Alfonso, you had a spear of annihilation, right?
Yeah.
Like, that flying seems scary, but then I remembered that Frosty and I are both wearing belts of storm giant strength, so we would.
You're drawn.
So I guess that's us two married. What are the other pairings off going to be?
Well, I've got a great sword and a plate armor set, so
basically there's a giant
Yeah,
pile
this is-
of people.
This is a marriage of a sort.
What
can it not be?
I was gonna say, Favorite hardly recognizes.
It's like
polygamy.
hand fasting, but with belts.
It's a physical,
Uh,
like, marriage of
Yeah.
forces collapsing in on each other.
Thwap, I'm going to change that because this is a pile that results in a marriage. Katamari Damachi?
Oh, no.
Na 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 da 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 da.
That makes it fun.
And I will say, Ken,
Unforgivable.
Miles, give me a roll of a D
Yes.
percentile.
Cool, that's me. I know that. 92.
92. Okay. As you are, like, extricating yourself from this cuddle puddle that Chikari has magically forced into existence by basically slamming the controller, basically by button mashing, you see your own corpse kind of appear before you, and it says to you, Miles, the Mercy Mantle is the cause of all of this, and it is possessed by a familiar face.
The beans guy.
I can't offer you any more information. I am just an illusory corpse that was supposed to offer you words of a warning. Keep up the good work and try not to mansplain. It is be better, Miles. And the corpse just poofs out of existence.
So is this spear not gonna affect anyone? That's fine, right?
Your
Yeah,
spear
it's
of
fine.
destruction. You know what? Let's find out together, Alfonso.
Oh.
Can you roll me a D percentile?
Uh, um, well, it's a 45.
Okay. I think we've had a 45 rolled before, but this table is always just kind of random. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. There is a double of you that kind of appears. And this double of you is... It is like you have an extra, or like an understudy, that is trying to upstage you. So whenever you say something, it will... This false Alfonso will just kind of like try to push you out of the way and say it better and more dramatic.
Alfonso.
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 That's really annoying.
Oh.
And just, he overacts, he is dramatic, and he is just trying to... Alfonso is just trying to make you look bad.
Rude.
You should learn
Just
some
hear
manners.
whatever I say,
Oh, you won't
like
do
in a
it.
more dramatic way.
Yes, in a some would say Shatner-esque way. All right, you might be... Wait, are you old enough to know about Star Trek: The Original Series?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I feel so old. He will just kind of push you out of the way and speak in a manner that is just far too dramatic with his acting talent.
God.
What is Alfonso's immediate reaction to basically seeing himself?
I mean, I guess he's just gonna, if he notices that double is gonna repeat whatever he says, then Alfonso is gonna say, "I am a dingus." I want to see what he does.
I am a dingus.
Is it a tentacle double?
Yes. Actually, no, wait, no, sorry, that was only until break.
Okay.
The tentacles retract.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Did
Tell
Alfonso...
everyone I love this guy.
Is
He's
Alfonso
amazing.
just moving very slowly, or I think his video might have...
I think he's frozen.
I think he's frozen. Then Lady Agatha, as this
Just
scene
kidding.
unfolds, as they
Yep.
both take turns being in tableau, could you roll me a D percentile?
I certainly can. 62.
62. Okay. You know what? Why not? We had this one before, but I like it. You can now take an extra action whenever there's combat, or you just feel like it.
Okay.
You feel like time slow down. You feel a little more alert. And finally, Tizak, if you could roll me a D percentile.
59.
59. That's no fun. That's no fun. That's no fun. Boop. Okay. For the next... This was a fun one last year. For the next 33 minutes, you are convinced that... Oh, Alphonse is back. Welcome back. You froze out there for a moment.
though.
You are convinced that Lady Agatha is the President of the United States, and you are her Secret Service.
Okay. So in the middle of asking, does anybody know what a dinosaur is? He suddenly is overwhelmed with this urge to obviously do like protection duty. Talking to no one.
Yeah. And what does this look like when you're just kind of like looking around? You see this second Alfonso, acting very suspiciously around Lady Agatha.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty weird, huh? So he would immediately, finger to his ear, talking to no one, say that there's an unidentified threat that needs to be dealt with immediately. And then he looks to Alfonso and says, like, this other one, is this okay?
I mean, I don't know. I really like this dude because he repeats everything I say. So should be fine. I believe so.
I don't really like this dude. He repeats everything I say. He shouldn't be fine. And looks at you and narrows his eyes. Just...
Yeah, he gives it back.
Oh, not to you, Duke. He is staring down the real Alfonso.
Okay.
Remember, he's gunning for his job.
Oh, that's true.
We could use him as dinosaur bait.
We should we should probably go after those dinosaurs.
Yeah.
As I believe,
I get the feeling that time is fleeting.
They say time is the enemy.
Yeah.
So we're heading towards the screams.
Yes.
Yes.
Tizak will take a front flank position next to Lady Agatha, making sure that he's trying to assess any threats from the front. Looks to Chikari, asks if they can, assess any threats from the flanks on account of the eyes.
Yeah, I can also fly, so I haven't been flying, but I can do that. So I'll fly above and just keep an eye out.
He also remembers the goose.
Is the goose Miles' new nickname? Because he has been a person for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't know if he can trust someone that randomly turns into geese and snatches things out of the president's hands.
You know what? That is a fair point.
Okay.
It's just not patriotic.
Oh no, my latest executive order. That goose has run off with it.
Exactly. Oh, the nuclear football. This goose took it.
Oh no, that gun control bill. You know what? We'll just wait for the next one.
Yeah. Can we see any signs of passage of a large number of dinosaurs?
You actually do. There are very obviously these large, marks just kind of dug into the bedrock, the volcanic rock, just where the large crates and crates of these dinosaurs were just dragged deeper into the cavern.
And is that the same way the screams are coming from?
It happens to be.
Okay.
And you hear down further just, oh no, please stop that. That's very uncomfortable. No.
If we are in a hurry and I need to prove myself useful, I will spend one use of my bardic inspiration playing the Jurassic Park theme on a kazoo to grant 8 temporary HP to up to 3 creatures that I can see, and also they can immediately move up to their speed just for free.
Oh yeah, if we're doing buffs too, I'll do I will do emboldening bond. So
nice.
choose up to 3 willing creatures, and then they can roll a d4 and add it to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw they make.
Nice,
And
nice,
I'll
nice.
choose Agatha, Alfonso, and Tizok.
Nice,
And
nice,
I can
nice.
also prepare to cast Bless on top of that, because I can just super buff everybody. So yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome.
Oh, I'll go and cast Haste on the Barbarian.
As you're casting the spell, Alfonso just starts waving his hands around as if trying to cast a spell as well. Before just kind of handing Miles a small vial of methamphetamines.
Do I recognise that for what it is?
Give me a medicine check.
I'm guessing no. 5, 6, 8.
He gives you a vial of what you assume is some sort of magical crystal.
Okay. Guess I take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've worked in. I've been in the skeezy end of the music industry for a while. I definitely take it.
You are hasted.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
How long does haste last? 1 minute?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you have 1 minute of haste. It is a
As the
really
tune speeds up.
it is a
Yeah.
it is a really quick high.
Yeah. Never known anyone play kazoo this fast. And this intensely.
So announcing our presence beautifully, we go deeper into the cave.
As you kind of go deeper into the cave, I'm guessing you're just full speed ahead at this point, because you only have 1 minute before you're kind of tuckered out.
Yeah, I don't think I have a choice.
Yes, Tizok? What were you saying?
Yeah, straight ahead towards the streams.
I'll rush in with them too.
As he kind of goes in, you see that there is this gentleman cloaked in this kind of dark purple indigo mantle, long black fur on the shoulders, and the cloak is just kind of swirling with little question marks. A transition between exclamation points and interrobangs. And as this cloaked figure looks at you, he kind of turns to a cultist. And you can tell they're cultists. They've got typical cult wear. They've got black cloaks that are nowhere near as fancy or glowing or detailed as the one that I've just mentioned. They've got shaved heads. They've got those creepy eyes wide shut animal masks.
I don't like this.
And they're...
Cotwear 2019 winter catalogue.
Oh yeah, this is typical Waterdeep evening wear. And the cloaked figure leans in and says, "Deal with these interlopers. For soon, and he looks at a timepiece, 4 hours, I will be having my revenge against those who have wronged me so terribly in the past." And a small kind of fissure opens up, not unlike the one that you wandered through, and this cloaked figure walks through. And the cultists turn to you. There are 5 of them, and the head cultist says, "This is how I talk. Do you want to see what we've been doing with all this magical energy?"
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, I mean,
You know,
might as well.
Do we?
It
Do
is
we, though?
very interesting. "Come forth, Magisaurus!" And he kind of hits a lock off of one of the crates, and there's nothing there. He's like, "Magisaurus! Magisaurus, what the heck? You're missing your cue." He opens the door, and he is immediately pushed out of the way by Alfonso, who tries to swing the door open far more dramatically, saying, "Come forth, Magosaurus!" And Alfonso, you feel a little offended because you would not speak like this, I assume. And
No.
there's...
I'm just gonna sad that he's copying someone else. That's not me.
Yeah, no loyalty.
And there is a rumbling.
Mhm.
And a growl, just deep and guttural. Even though modern paleontologists believe that dinosaurs actually squawked more like birds, but it is a growl, deep and rumbly and bassy. And this creature with the head of a Tyrannosaurus Rex and the arms that are both Apatosauruses and a tail that is just a Stegosaurus stapled on very crudely, flailing at the back, comes running out, eating Alfonso with one bite of its mighty maw, biting off the head of the cultist and just swinging it around. And it says, because it can talk too, because it is a Magosaurus, damn it.
It is a Magosaurus.
And he says, "Hey guys, it's me, the Magosaurus. I'm gonna eat you now." It's cool, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
Look at my hands.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Dinosaur hands.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it is. Anyways, gonna eat you now. Nothing personal, just Magosaurus stuff. Kind of an eldritch abomination. Eating people, kind of my biz. So roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Clearly I'm
12.
perplexed because I got a 5. I'm so confused.
I got a 15, and this was what I was waiting to cast the bless on as my reaction to prepping it.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, I will give you that.
So
The bless goes out.
I'll put it on me, Miles, and Tizok.
Cool. So that is a 5 from Agatha, a 15 from Jakari. Alfonso, you've just seen your exact double get eaten terribly. I apologize.
It's a unique
My heart is
experience.
broken,
Yeah.
but I did get an 18, so I guess he is very angry now, seeing what has happened.
18. Yeah, as you're getting angry, you see your double look to you and say, "Don't cry for me, brother. I lived a short but glorious life. Just remember me as an entertainer. Oh, I'm dying so dramatically. Ugh. Oh, the pain of it all. I'm back alive again. Remembering the summers we spent in Chult." And he pauses like, "Wait, did we spend summers in... Oh, the pain of it!" And... Tizok.
I got a 12.
12. Well done. And Miles.
I got 11.
Okay. So, if I got this right, it will you... I just realized there are 2 people with A's, and that's why I was confused. Alfonso, Chikari, Tizok, Miles, Lady Agatha, and the Magosaurus. That was a D12. I am very tired. That is a 6. So the Magosaurus will go before Agatha. And Magosaurus. Alfonso, take it away.
Oh, okay. Well, we already have bardic inspiration, so I guess I'll go and cast one more haste on the barbarian again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is.
Well, wasn't the
correct.
barbarian already hasted?
Was it a minute? I mean, was it?
Yeah, was it still in duration?
For expedience sake,
Oh,
I will say that yes, the haste began at the start of combat, as well as the methamphetamines that Miles...
You never know when that stuff's going to
Oh,
kick in.
yeah.
Sometimes it takes
So
a little
it takes a
while.
minute.
I assume I don't have any experience.
But yes.
and I guess I'll just cast
Pardon me, cast what?
Shikari instead.
Oh, cast
I'll
down
just
Shikari.
cast haste.
All right,
Yeah.
you are just a hasted machine right now.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that is all for my turn.
Okay. Then it is Chikari. I think you are muted, or talking very softly, or maybe we're having
No,
more.
I was
audio.
muted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fly up to the Magisaurus, and so haste gives me another
Action.
whole action or
Yeah,
another attack action.
I think it can be used for attack, disengage, or something else. Not casting a spell, I believe.
All right,
Attack,
well-
dash, disengage, hide, or use object.
Yeah. Thank you, for
Okay.
Frosty. That is
Right.
why I keep you on the payroll.
So I'm using this rod as a spear.
Mhm.
So that is 6 plus 9 is 15, I think,
15. Okay.
Yes.
to hit.
15 to hit. That is not a hit, unfortunately.
Okay, I got more. All right, I'll try
Yeah.
again. It's a 15 plus 9,
24.
and then a 9 plus 9,
18. Those are 2 hits.
and then a 13 plus 9 with the haste attack.
Those are 3 hits.
Okay, so this is because this rod is just a spear right now, so it's just nasty. I'm using it with 2 hands.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna roll it with D&D Beyond because
These legendary items are great, by the way. They thank you to everybody who has donated for them. I did not expect them to have this kind of impact on the game, and I'm really glad they did.
so it's 3 hits, so 14 for the first,
Mhm.
14 for the second, and then 14 for the third. And then also because it's the rod weapon, it also does horrible other things. So when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you could force the target to make a DC 17 wisdom save,
Mhm.
or it's frightened of me for 1 minute. So it's got to do that 3 times.
Okay. I lost one of my d20s in a horrible rolling accident.
Or actually, hang on. I can since I hit him 3 times, I'll do all 3 abilities. So I'll do drain life with the first.
Yep.
So a con save, a strength save, and a whiz save.
Okay, let's first go with the con. He gets +8 to this, so Magisaurus is strong. But I rolled 3. So I'm
Okay,
guessing an 11 don't do.
So he takes 11 extra necrotic.
As you just drain the life out of this horrible magical abomination.
Yeah, and the strength save.
Okay, he's got to be good at these. He is a big boy. 11 in total.
No, he's paralyzed for a minute. And then a wisdom save.
Not his best, but it's still a +4. I'm feeling good about this. Anyone else feeling good about this based on how I've rolled so far?
Yeah, I think that really helped us.
12.
No, and he's also scared of me
Ah!
for a minute.
Looks at his
No.
watch and just screams at you. Ah! With all 4 of his heads.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, he just can't move for a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's in real trouble.
Any attack against the creature who's paralyzed is a critical hit if you're
Yeah.
within 5 feet. So go ahead, everybody. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Fuck him up. Just crack
That's
him.
a hell of a turn.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I needed that.
Ping, ping. Hit him in the head 3 times.
And Magosaurus.
Oh, I can also punch him, but that's overkill. You know, I'll just.
Oh, if you're using it two-handed, I don't know if you can do the multi-attack.
No, I'm a monk, so I can do the kicks and punches.
Very fair.
But
I forgot about that.
I'll go easy on him for now. I'll let everybody else get a turn.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how much longer there will be a Magosaurus, but that's okay.
Construct being beaten up by like a 3-foot tall flying bug.
Yeah.
It's just majestic.
That is how the dinosaurs went extinct, Zingit. I thought you knew this. What do they teach you in med school?
Not about dinosaurs.
Nothing about dinosaurs.
Nothing about dinosaurs. Yeah.
All right. Chikari, always a pleasure. Next up is Tizok.
See, normally he'd go charging in, but his priority right now is protecting Lady Agatha, the president.
Yeah.
So he takes up kind of like a defensive position, positioning himself between Lady Agatha and Magosaurus.
I'm going to pause you there.
Well,
my PlayStation 3 just turned on, and I don't know why. Sorry, go ahead.
It probably heard me.
PlayStation, turn on.
He ducks his head down and says, "Wild dogs cry out in the night." I repeat, wild dogs crying out in the night.
And kind of, probably a little disconcertingly, you just hear, copy that. Hard copy.
Oh.
We read you, Papa Dog.
Okay, and I suppose he will take a shot with his light crossbow.
Oh yeah, go nuts.
It's an auto crit. Oh wait, no, it's not because it's not 5 feet of him.
I rolled a 1.
You forget to load the crossbow.
Do I have 2 attacks? I have 2 attacks, right?
Not only do you have 2 attacks, you also got advantage. And if you got advantage, you may as well burn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's so hasted.
Attacks on it.
A 15.
Okay. A 15 does not hit.
Okay. So this will be my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 20?
Yes, what, a 20 hits.
Okay, and that's 8 damage.
Okay. You assume that at least some of the screaming the Magosaurus has been doing since getting bonked on the head by the bug is pertained to the shot you just took.
Okay.
Was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that's it. Just again, his priority is making sure the president is safe.
Now, Frosty, it occurs to me you do have a Vorpal blade.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, before you do anything, I'm going to let Lady Agatha get a turn in.
Well, it's
nope,
if I roll a 20.
Nope.
If I roll a 20.
Hashtag girl boss. Take it away.
It's if I roll a 20, not get a crit, that will behead it. And also,
Miles.
I was gonna.
The future is female.
Can I please have my turn?
Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. I'm just teasing you.
Okay, I unsheath the Vorpal sword. Turn to Lady Agatha and say, "After you." I'm learning.
Lady Agatha, do you accept this condescending?
This dino abomination, is it? Can I try and talk to it? Or
there are 4 heads, and they are all in a state of terror at the moment. But if you want to give me an animal handling check.
Okay.
I'm bad cop.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, horse riding was on the curriculum at Lady Agatha's school, so she's got pretty good animal handling. And she rolls a 24.
Okay.
So she's just gonna, friend, do you really want to eat us?
And I guess isn't it what Magisaurus is supposed to do?
Because I mean, if you like, you could snack on these fine cultists here, and I have a proposition. If you can unstick the ship, then maybe we can come to an agreement here.
I like that idea much better than. And he points at Miles and his Vorpal sword.
Just like waving it around.
Than getting one of my many heads snacked off. And speaking of snack, he says as he just kind of chomps down on each of the cultists.
I
leave one. Let Miles snicker snack.
No, it's fine. It's
He
fine.
throws one of the cultists down at your feet, Miles. And the cultist kind of goes up and just like, oh man, hey, are you in need of a dark abyssal god? Because I know a really good one.
I don't want to do it. Fine.
The good news, okay, good. If you don't kill me, I can go back to being a mumble rapper. Here's a link to my SoundCloud. And she just lifts up a small magical cloud that, when you hold it, produces music.
Oh no. He's doing that to a bard?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's poor form.
Sorry, this is just what real music sounds like, bro.
Oh no.
Fuck him up, Miles.
Kill him!
So it's a dirty. It's 21 to hit. Unless because he was kneeling down, he was prone, and I have advantage.
Yeah, I would say that's.
We just want to cut some heads off, right? No, that's a natural one. Never mind.
But you are also hasted.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to the effects.
Yeah, meth. Yeah, that's right. I'm on meth. That is not a 20, but God, it's been awake for so long. 31.
A 31 is a
Does
solid
a 31 hit? Yeah.
Believe it or not. Also, that attack does also have advantage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The other one was a 3.
Okay. What does it look like as you behead? Sorry, as you know what? You flavor it. What does it look like?
Oh, are we doing a beheading?
I mean, if you want to.
Oh, I haven't earned it.
That's not right.
But I did roll a 10 on a. I used a D12. Never mind. God. 3. I did 15 damage in one go.
And
So I don't know if that.
he's like, my one regret
Yeah.
was not posting more revenge porn before he just dies at your feet.
Boo! Boo this guy.
And when you see one of the cults, you're like, no, that's actually a mainstay of our religion. It's kind of what we do. Before getting kind of tossed in the air and chomped down.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm cheering on Magisaurus. He
Yeah.
eats these cultists.
And Magisaurus kind of leans down and says, we can get your ship unstuck. Right fast and in a hurry. Because there are 4 minutes left in this game. And with the help of the Magisaurus, the ship is unstuck from the magical sluice of energy. And there's a hot minute where you're like, okay, it's not blocking the energy. Still in a volcano. And Mole, the dwarf with the deep voice that Shosh just loves to do, says, it might just be easier to write this off. Call today. He just kind of looks at the ship and says like, we ain't getting it out of here.
Izot kneels down, puts a hand on the dwarf's Mole's shoulder, and puts his hand on the left blade, and said, I really wish we were out of here.
And there is a little... And you are in Marsha Bay once again. You, Magisaurus, your companions, and unfortunately, the Constant Taken, which is the super tanker, which is now in the middle of the city, having demolished several city blocks. This is, I think, a 400-meter ship. Just... and there's screams just going on. And Magisaurus leans to you, Agatha, and says, I can tell you with utmost certainty that whoever has the Mercy Mantle, that cloaked figure that you saw, was in Waterdeep 1 year ago during the Mercy Crown debacle. And his hand goes, yeah, no, I saw it. I heard them say that. I can also say that I heard that.
Sounds like no.
It sounds like Michael Caine. Michael Caine speaks from the very front of his palate, because Michael Caine, all he years of cigars. But yeah, I got nothing else to say. I can just confirm what I've heard. You were just supposed to blow the bloody doors off, and Magisaurus nods his head and says, "Yeah, you use that knowledge. Maybe pass it towards the next group if they are in chat." And he winks at the camera before saying, "I must now go. And for your adventures, you can have this large sack of treasure that I accidentally swallowed." And he vomits 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
In assorted sacks at all of your feet.
Hey, T-Sock, do you mind wishing me back to Sigil? If you got one left.
He tries. Unfortunately, I only had 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
The good.
I'll find a way.
So yeah, Magisaurus is very welcome to come and stay at the Happy Endings Retirement Village. And
Magisaurus
ride?
isn't done just yet. Bequeathing gifts. Because the Stegosaurus finally speaks. And the Stegosaurus says, "Didn't you want to know why we were called the Magisaurus? Because I can do this." And he vomits a portal onto the ground. One-way trip to Sigil.
Yay!
Oh,
Bon voyage.
I don't know what to do with this. I'm just gonna give the rod to Alfonso, and then I'll just dive into the portal.
Oh wait, no! You have my permission to take the magic items that you have been gifted into any campaign you are currently in.
Okay.
And also any treasure.
Okay.
And if your DM argues against it, just tell them that it was for charity and therefore totally allowed.
Okay, that's fair.
This is
All
very
right.
fair.
Then I'll just dive in with the rod. Back home. I made it.
As you go back to Sigil, as we kind of zoom out on the destruction that you've caused, as the Constant Taken is
cause it
for a third time aground, but this time maybe a good half-mile inland. We will call this game for the day. Thank y'all for joining us. We have got another game in 20 minutes. But before we do anything, why don't we announce who won the prize draw? For the Shame of Life, as well as a Guide to Ravenloft. Hamalu, if you are there, this is the guide that you gifted very sweetly. So thank you for that. So let's pick a winner. A Vague Repose. Congratulations. One of the mods will be getting in touch with you because we love you. Be sure to thank Hamalu. Be sure to thank the kind people at I am blanking on the name. I am a mushroom of a human right now. Of Shame of Life. We hope you're 17 plus. Otherwise, the RCMP will be coming to knock on your door.
The Mounties.
Before we go, does anybody have anything they would like to plug?
I sometimes put drawings on Twitter. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Slowly.
Let me just exclamation point Team 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to go follow Zion's Wazd over there, check out some art. We'll be doing this again in 18 minutes because yeah, we didn't have a list of plugs, so that's, you know what, it means I can finish an energy drink.
Yeah.
Stretch my legs out. Oh yeah, you know what?
2 seconds.
Enough to that. Zingit, you are a Twitch affiliate.
Allegedly.
You
yes.
are a pro GeoGuessr.
Except when it goes wrong.
No, especially when it goes wrong.
Up to a point. Yeah.
If this game has taught me anything, it is the foibles that really make for interesting content. Yeah, we'll be doing this again in 17 minutes with the next team. It's not team. It is team. Sauce knows the names. This is Team Magnificent 7. Oh dang! It is Magnificent 7 already.
Which means you're nearly there.
Yeah, which means there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We are
the sun rising
at 4K and $80.
Amazing.
Will we get to the week number?
Good job.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
$426.90.
Nice. But yeah, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, grab a coffee, use the washroom, stretch your legs out. I'm just gonna keep saying stuff. Anyways, see you in a bit, everybody. Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh, we're still hot mic'd. We're hot mic'd until I do this.